So here's another look into my life about how the narcissistic ex of mine just casually went around performing humiliation rituals, trying to embarrass me, using just about anyone that he could find, even relatives, whether they willingly knew that they were attacking me or not. So one morning I got up and I heard the words, right? It wasn't a dream, it was more likely a vision. I did not see her face or anything, but I heard the words, "Leave her now, don't trouble her, leave her alone." So I got up, I wrote that down in my diary. I don't know what that's about, right? So that was the first heads up I got into what was going to happen, right? More like a premonition, but I don't know the full details of it yet. So, following like this, when did this happen? I didn't even remember the date. All right, so I heard that and I jot that down as I said. Bright and early on Monday morning, I heard the narcissistic ex outside calling me. So I went to the door. He stood there with a letter in his hand, an envelope. He said, "Here, come take this." I asked what it was. He said, "It's a letter to go to court, but don't worry, this is for counseling. If you behave yourself, then, or if, all right, if you, this is the letter for court. But don't worry, it's for counseling. If you don't behave yourself, next time it's going to be court. I was like, I don't want that shit from you. I don't even want to know what inside of it or what you are drag me to court for counseling for. He stood out there a good while. Take the letter now, take the letter now, take the letter. He take out his phone, he call up people. I tell people, she not want take this and da 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 da. And I don't even know who him call. But me, I was adamant. I don't want that shit. Anyways, I went inside and I called my mother. I think that's the worst mistake or idea I ever had that day. Better me did just lock my door and sit. I called my mother. She asked, "So what did the letter say?" I said, "I did not take it from him. I ain't taking that shit from him. He's still out there with it. He wouldn't leave." She said, "What is in it? She's curious. Go take it from him." I was like, I do not want to take nothing from that mofo. Especially if you woke up and heard some dream like, "Leave her alone, don't trouble her." You understand me? Anyways, she got off the phone. I went outside. I said, "What's it about?" "Okay, let me see the envelope." So I'm walking closer to go and take the envelope from his hand. So the closer I got, he started raising his phone like he was going to record me. So I stopped in my tracks and I said to him, "Do not record me." To which he responded, "Me nah record you. Me nah record you." I started to walk closer. He raised the phone higher. I said, "Do not record me." He said again, "Me nah record you." The moment I reached closer to him and my hands touched that envelope, I heard the phone go boop. He started recording me. So immediately as the record button sounded, this was him, full-fledged acting mode. Yeah man, you fucker you. Me tell you say me woulda get you. Yeah man, you fucker you. Da 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 da. Yeah man. Yeah. Putting on the act for all of his followers and his fans to and the flying monkeys to witness the humiliation ritual that he planned for me. Right? Now I see the definite what the purpose of him being there that morning was for. Hence why I didn't want to go out, because I just suspected something. Anyways, he finished his acting, and then he immediately walked off and he went to the gate where the car was parked that he was going into. Right? And only only him using or having access to a relative or people close to me could have allowed that to happen, because I would have not gone out there and take that envelope from him if mother had not said, I wait for go and take it. I would have not, he would have stand up out there till him blue. Anyways, later, when we eventually reached at the counseling court session, when he told his bunch of lies on me, he later confessed that he immediately left my yard and went to my so-called sister's workplace. How in the world is it that this so-called sister, who does not like a bone in the narcissistic ex, how is it that the narcissistic ex ended up at her workplace immediately after he came to humiliate me? And then he said from her he got my mother's number. And then he called my mother and then brought her into all of the mess that he was conspiring against me. Right? How is it that this girl that don't like a bone in this narcissistic ex lick head together? How the hell him reach at our workplace? You feel me? How the hell him even know where she work? Anyways, so after all of that, before he left, before I forget, he stood at the gate and I said to him, don't you see what's going on here right beside me? Awa, awa, awa. I said, you know see what you did? Don't you see what you did? Awe me do, awa. Your son is standing here crying with his slippers in his hand. He thought that his daddy came to come and pick him up to carry him on the road. Here he is standing with his slippers in his hand, and all you had on your agenda was to come here and humiliate his mother. And the child stood there crying, and he did not notice until I pointed it out. So he didn't even come and say, I think he did at some point, oh, daddy not come for you today. Da, 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 da. And then he went back to the car because the whole focus was to go down at the school. The workplace got talk to the sister for bringing more people for conspire against me. Okay? So him never fat upon the child. He never second look, he never say, let me carry you along. Since clearly me I run up and down and me not go work anyways. Come spar with daddy. No. He jumped in his car and he left. So how does the vision that I received on the Sunday morning, either the Sunday morning or something, correspond to all of the scene of events? Okay. So on Saturday, I decided to post a conversation that I had with someone who slid into my DMs, right? He introduced himself. He was European based on his photo and what I saw. And this white guy said that he traveled the world, he's such and such a philosopher, a bunch of stuff that he's interested in doing. He's met a lot of people. He saw my profile and he was intrigued. So he just had to reach out and get to know me, right? Even if I, was just to talk to him as a friend. So I posted the conversation online. Jeez and peace. Who told me to do that? Anyways, he did not see that post. The flying monkeys obviously told him about that post because, for one, um I do not have his number stored in my phone. If his number is in my phone, is because it is to block his number. His number is not saved. You just see his number 876 or whatever. You don't see no name, nothing. It's not saved. So anything I post, he will not see what it is, right? I know for a fact that obviously one of these flying monkeys told him about the post, right? Either some gossip or something. And through that, it sparked jealousy, right? This guy and me are not in a relationship. We are not in a relationship. So why would this spark jealousy between us, right? And this happened like long after I left his ass and moved out of his house when all of this happened. So, and he was probably dating around. So why the jealousy? And this is how I know that it was related to that post and then them informing him, right? I posted the post this Saturday. The Sunday, the Sunday. So the Sunday morning I woke up and I got the vision. And the Monday he turned up bright and early from court with the letter. You find that as a coincidence? No. So this is how I know that when I got the vision the Sunday morning, hearing his mother's voice saying, "Don't trouble her, no, leave her alone." Either they were the flying monkeys who informed him about the post and then they said that, or whoever informed him about the post, when she heard, that was what her response was to him. And maybe that was the real time when she was saying what she was saying. Then I heard what she was saying in real time, so I could get a premonition of what was actually at store. Anyways, so when he acknowledged his son, saying, "Oh, yeah, not today, daddy. Daddy never can for you today, yeah." Finally, after I pointed it out, right? Then he, as I said, jumped in his car and he left. And days after that, that is when I realized, oh shit, this buffoon planned this humiliation ritual because of jealousy. This buffoon did all of this because he was jealous. Because what else could it be? What else could I call it? To the point where when he left, I had to just go in and call in my son. I said, come put on your slippers. Come, he's not going to carry you anywhere, right? He stood there crying. I said, come. Clearly, you are not on daddy's agenda today. Mommy is. Mommy is on his agenda. And all the flying monkeys that he was on a mission to recruit against me, they were also on his agenda too. Because that's where he sped off to. Their workplace. Yeah. And that's just one of the many instances where this buffoon was just adamant that he had to destroy my life, plot others against me, tell lies against me, carry my name to court. This is the first time that buffoon carried my name to court. Why do you think that this court case that is coming up with him now, I am cutting off all the ties? Every one of them can kiss my ass.